For the past 10 years, my lakeside cabin had been my peaceful escape. Nestled on the southern edge of a remote lake, it was a slice of heaven. No neighbors, no noise, just me, the trees, and the water. I bought it years ago after a lucrative land deal. What most people don't know is that along with the cabin, I acquired nearly the entire county's undeveloped land, which included the entire south shore of the lake. For years, I'd let locals hike, fish, and even camp on the edge of the land without hassle. I was never possessive as long as people were respectful. But then Karen moved in. She bought a house across the lake in a newly built gated community, and HOA controlled nightmare if there ever was one. I started noticing strange things. First, a sign was posted on my trailhead, private property, residents only. Then they chained off the gravel road that had led to my cabin for years, my road. I drove up one weekend only to find a group of HOA members waving clipboards in my face. Karen, of course, was leading the charge. She had the kind of face that looked permanently offended. "You can't be here," she snapped, arms crossed like she owned the mountain. "This is HOA, monitored property. We've had reports of a trespasser staying in the woods." I just raised an eyebrow. "This is my cabin. You're the one trespassing." Karen scoffed. "Impossible. This entire area is HOA protected land." "No," I replied calmly. "I own it." That did not go over well. She called 911 right there. Within 10 minutes, 2 deputies pulled up, not in patrol cars, but in ATVs from the local ranger station. The moment they saw me, their faces lit up. "Hey, Mr. Bradford, you staying for the week?" one of them called out. Karen's face drained of color. "Wait, you know him?" The deputy chuckled. "Know him? Ma'am, he's basically our landlord." I decided to finally clear the air. I pulled out the county deed map. I keep a laminated copy in the cabin just for emergencies like this, and handed it to the officers. That clearly showed I owned over 22,000 acres of land, including the entire Lakeside access road, the forest trail, and even the peninsula her new community was built on. Karen's eyes bugged out. This has to be a mistake. Our HOA paperwork says..." I cut her off. "Your HOA made a deal with a shady developer who leased land from me. They never finalized the purchase. So technically, the land your HOA is on is still under my ownership. Your board never finished paying the remaining lease-to-own amount." The deputy nodded. "We told them. We warned the HOA a dozen times, but they kept ignoring the county office." Karen turned white. "So, you could evict us?" I shrugged. "I don't like drama, Karen. But if you keep harassing me, I'll have no choice but to revoke access to the road, the lakefront, and the trails, including the HOA's entire boat dock." Karen's fake authority melted right off her. She stammered, then turned and stormed off, but not before tossing her clipboard into the bushes like a toddler. Later that month, I got an email from the HOA's lawyer. They wanted to negotiate a usage agreement. I responded with a single sentence. "All usage rights have been terminated until further notice." Now, there's a 10-foot-tall steel gate at the entrance to the access road. Cameras guard the trail. And the HOA? They've lost their community dock privileges, trail access, and lakefront usage. Funny how things change when you find out the guy in the cabin owns the entire county.